Now, we get to see if I remember even a single thing about this game. Answer, no.
We went north, and we made it to a new area where there's snow. And then I think maybe we got our asses kicked by some standard enemies, probably.
I think that I entered this town, but have not yet. I'm trying to remember, like, did I do the quest in this town, leave, get my ass kicked, and come back, or have I entered this town and not talked to anybody?
Good question.
Let's talk to a rando and see if I've talked to everybody.
Okay. If the monsters inside the Orkill cave disappear, this town will be a lot easier to live in.
I remember the Orkill cave. I remember the Orkill cave.
You remember the big fish that supposedly there was a spirit master of that comes in the night sometimes?
And then I was like stunned by the fact that we can't talk to it.
Right.
Well, if we failed last time, try again. Let's go fail again. Having done nothing and not remembering how this game works.
I think I don't know if it's.
That looks like an Orkill cave.
Or did we finish Orkill cave? Man, I honestly don't know. So that's magic.
This is attacking magic.
This is attacking magic, not very strong, because that's your main character.
Yeah. He's a healer, mainly. Just trying to remember what my strategy is when I have this many enemies, and who can attack all well. Yeah, Boozy can attack all well.
He has the one on the far right, can attack everyone. And that's Enya. Right. She might have had that one with the random effects. It might have been the far right, the second one, maybe.
I don't remember if that was particularly good, but
occasionally it was very good.
Yeah.
And those are, I mean, the second row are slightly stronger, but I don't think they attack multiple enemies. I think the very last one might attack multiple enemies. No?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, see? That was Enya's
random effect.
With the random effect, it cast its defense up on everyone.
Sweet.
I remember those magics that attack everyone use a lot of MP.
Yeah, like but this was 4 enemies.
40. Yeah.
Oop. I'm only going to do 1 round of that.
There you go. Zen is in trouble, though. Okay.
And then I use our main character as a...
That is Cure Magic. You are correct.
As a healer.
The middle one is the one for one person. That's relatively a bit higher. Yes.
Oop, let me just heal him twice. That's not how I meant to use that menu.
Doodle. Oh, you finished. We finished this. This is done.
Oh, well, it's nice of him to tell me that rather than just letting me go in there and be a dope.
Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, it's been blocked off by rocks. Was there a... I think that was when there was an event and someone like sacrificed themselves to save the rest of us. You remember that?
I remember who has been sacrificed. I know who we're missing.
Oh, there you go. Wow, awesome.
It was a dramatic, like, manga scene.
It was a male, but yeah, that much I remember, but otherwise, no.
It made me cry. And by made me cry, I mean they almost gave that character any personality traits. They didn't, but they almost did. Come on, don't just... They're so good at attacking the same enemy over and over again, or the same ally.
These guys have really high attack power. I wonder if there's better armor somewhere.
Well, that was pretty successful. Let's go ahead and make ourselves live. I need Jesus.
Search first. Not what she said.
Thank you.
Oh, how convenient. The Motel 6 is right next to the church.
Okay, great. Oh, that's right. This is the town that has this extremely creepy image just in the ground.
Just for kicks.
Do I recall correctly, the ones that show a sword never actually sell armor, and the ones that, like, it's... Nope, I'm wrong.
And they're both. But we need to know what we have right now. Need to check if we have the Holy Man's Shield. Oh, you're not. You see, you're double wielding.
Yeah, I'm double wielding, yeah.
Well, that
no shield.
Completely takes away the ability to have a... shall I go get...
I haven't heard double wielding. I'm such a twit.
Yeah. Shall I go get the game manual so we can see who can equip what?
Yeah, I mean, I can always, like, save state and just tootle about if that's easier.
Let me get it. It'll take 1 minute. Suppose I could have just looked up an online manual now that I think about it. But because the paper one doesn't even have every single item. What we want to know is who can equip that shield, that very expensive shield.
This hat's pretty
who would have
expensive.
thought it's not in here? Wonderful.
The hat's pretty expensive too. We can figure out who can equip the very expensive hat.
Oh, okay. The witch's hat and the... Yeah, no, none of that stuff is in here. Hold on. Okay, this is gonna help us out. Yeah. Okay, Keiaru and Jito is the one who sacrificed himself. So only Keiaru can equip that shield if you feel like.
I don't like. He's a dual wielder. He has 2 swords.
Okay, all right. Well, that's that.
Screw logic. That's how I play this game.
As for that expensive hat, yes, Keiaru, Claire, and Enya can all equip it.
Okay, let me see what they've currently got vis-a-vis headwear. Better than this.
I will check to see if the difference makes it worth it.
Is this the same?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's twice. I mean, it has twice as strong. I guess so. You've got a pretty solid amount of money. That's like Buzen can't equip it, I guess. Yeah.
Better than that. And
so the girls who's wearing that wig, there's hardly any difference, so it wouldn't be worth. But Claire's wearing the silver tiara. Yeah, it's 3 more. Might be worth it.
so I'll get 2.
1 for Keiaru, 1 for Claire. Oh, nope, can't hold it. He's full.
As always.
Uh,
1 for you.
about Claire. Okay, so she got.
Oh, wait, no. I want to manage inventory. God, stop giving me keys, game. What am I, like, do I still need these? Are these important? Am I done with them? What do I do with them?
Like, in theory, the gold one could be. You don't want to get rid of that. That's very important.
I was actually.
That's the thieves' key.
I was actually trying. Yeah, but I think we already. Did we already use the thieves' key?
Probably, but it can. I think it can be used multiple times. I mean, you might be able to pass it to someone
yeah,
else.
exactly. I actually wanted to transfer it. I was going to ask
Okay,
which of these is
the
transfer.
middle option is pass. Okay. Was successful.
You're going to have a new hat whether you like it or not. And I'll just sell this weird teardrop thing. Can't imagine why I would need that.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Okay. So presumably I should talk to somebody and be like, hey, what? What do?
Yeah. What do we do? What happens next?
Go ahead and talk to save person first, since we made so much progress since the last save. No one is in their houses.
Yeah, so there's monsters living in the cave in the northwest.
But I
Not anymore.
Why can't I announce my victory? By the way, on stream right now, I am playing the PlayStation... Oops, I don't know why I just completely skipped that. I'm playing the PlayStation 1 game Neko Samurai.
Oh my gosh, wow. I don't know where you're going next, but whatever you do, don't go to the Orkill Cave in the northwest.
Okay, this place is obviously useless because everybody just talks about the place I've already dealt with.
Guess so. Unless there's a town mayor or something.
I mean, it's not like there was anywhere that looked like that.
So, I don't know if you remember, but we went to an optional town one of the last times we played, and it was sort of up and around that little loop in the direction you're going right now.
Okay, thank you.
Really, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to remember that was the direction. Everything's just fine.
Wow. Whoa.
Stop! Boy, what I really should have done is a lot more grinding, as it turns out.
I think maybe what happened, and this does happen occasionally, I think it's possible that after you beat that cave, the enemies in this area get stronger. Because these things are absolutely kicking ass. They're talking about 60, 70 HP per attack, no big deal. Whoops. You can almost certainly safely run away, though. Yes. It is.
Oh, that's right. You do have to
one.
choose that for all of them. Well, all 0 of my surviving characters.
Hey, at least the game isn't over when the main character dies, though.
Hey, we were gone for 4 minutes, and almost everyone is dead.
Whoops.
You're gonna have to get some extra sticky, dank prayer for us today. Well, unfortunately, given that situation, not sure what else I can do but grind a bit and try to live.
I mean, we might want to just go back to the previous town. Possibly might be one good idea.
Which one of these is
hold on just a minute there. Hold on. I think it's the one on the far right, but let me check. Yes, it is the one on the far right.
Hooray for cowardice! Let's just go places. I assume that this temple is going to be as useless as all temples.
Our temple.
Oh, wait.
This is the Star Temple.
Yeah, I had to talk to him, not the... I can't talk to him via the star.
Right. Yeah, the airship that flows through the invisible river in the sky. And there's more. We've been here.
I remember the discussion of the airship and being like, oh, gee, the Japanese RPG with an airship? Who would have expected such a thing?
Hey.
Oh, that's the spell wearing off. Well, I'm just going to wander aimlessly and hope that I find somewhere I want to be.
Okay. That's the other town up there, right? You remember?
Yeah, where I moored my shisp.
There is another place and there's a castle that we're heading towards. It's the ultimate goal. I don't know if you recall. There's a castle a bit down further to the southeast, surrounded by mountains.
Oh yes, yeah.
I honestly don't really remember exactly how to enter, but you have to go all the way around. Yeah. Isn't that wonderful?
I remember this place, and I'm pretty sure we've already... I mean, this is, again, one of the useless temples. They're never useful, so...
Okay, Roholan. In the land of destiny, Roholan, the Lord Lucifer waits. He who controls all of the monsters and evil. He calls you from the depths of darkness.
Neat.
How do you feel about that?
What a great guy. I love going into, the local religious establishment and then being like, oh, the devil, the Lucifer calls you from the deep darkness. Yes. Oh, so am I a bad guy? Or... No, it's fine.
That's how you have fun. That's what we call Sunday evening.
This was the direction of the optional town, wasn't it?
Oh, probably.
This feels very familiar.
Yeah, it was. So maybe was there something else around that corner next to the cave? I don't know. Be very, very careful.
I barely poisoned myself at all. Well, that was unavoidable. I'm trying to decide, do I go this way? Oh, it all connects to the same place.
No, it's all the same.
Definitely gonna succeed by never leveling up and never fighting any enemies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here's a special
town.
Do
I remember this town, this peninsular town?
Amber. Don't believe we've been here.
No.
When I look at this beautiful, the beautiful snowy landscape, it's hard to believe that our world has been taken over by the darkness, and the demons will be taking over soon.
Great! What a positive attitude you've got.
Howdy.
What the? Yep. Oh, that was my spell wearing off. Every building has a moat in this town. Just one of those moat towns.
Oh yeah,
it's just one of those moat towns, I guess. Well, I could go into the inn or into the weaponeria, but I would like to find a pub. That's usually where you go for information.
Indeed.
There's no pubs in this town. Isn't this supposed to be Europe?
It must be on the second floor of the inn.
Yeah, probably.
I'm cold. I don't mind the cold. It makes me feel sturdy. Did you know that if you walk north from this town, you can find the stone pillar?
I did not know that.
Yes or no? No. So yeah, just go north from this town, and then you'll find the stone pillar.
Great! I've always wanted to see a stone pillar.
Yeah, rock and roll.
This town has no pub. This town has no pub. What kind of a podunk town doesn't have a pub in it?
Well, town at the outskirts of humanity.
Yeah, really.
Oh, my dad's on the roof, breaking off the snow. But at night it'll just snow again.
But at least your roof won't collapse.
Quite cold.
Random adventuring party comes into your house, talks to your young child. Totally fine. Well, those are the only two, houses. The closest I have to any sort of clue is there's a stone pillar north of here.
Yeah, just go north.
Go stare at a stone. Okay. Let's quickly check what's up here. Yowza.
Oh, that's very powerful rods. You've got the holy robe, and you've got the breath, the breath armor. Let me see what they tell us about those things.
Just look at the breath armor, because if I can afford it, it's the only thing I can afford.
Oh.
Or rather, if it's good, then it's the only thing I can afford.
Right, hold on here. Oh,
I can go save.
yeah, well, it's one of the strongest armors. Only Kearu and Jito can equip it, so that means you'll only need to use it for Kearu. The holy robes, and then are for only Claire and Buzan.
Well, I'm selfish, so...
Well, there you go. Yes, it's on the right.
I just momentarily forgot. Whoo, that was +8.
It's like 8.
And now we're in the poorhouse.
Yep. You are broke, sire.
But at least I got fancy armor.
Pardon me, we'd like to stay here. Sorry, but I'm a little busy right now. Just hold on a minute.
I have to walk in circles.
Sorry. So you guys want to stay over, yeah? Yes.
That's a reasonable fee.
One night cost dollars.
Let's see. 29,876,543,259,875. What a deal! What a steal, really!
Million. It's a little expensive. Is that okay? What? How could it be so expensive? You mean it was 4 children, 567 billion? Yep, that's right. Can't you hear? What are you talking about? I'm not that old. Kearu, we don't need to stay in this place. Let's go somewhere else.
Boy, inflation's a giant.
Wait, hold on just a minute there, customer. We have a room open, so I'll make it cheaper for you. Oh, so how much is it going to be?
It's only 325,698,725. That is a discount of like 99.998%.
Yes. We can't spend such crazy amounts of money. I see. How about 1,200? Well, that sounds good. Okay, I'll break it down to 900 for you. There, let's go somewhere else. Oh no. I'll give you $1,000. Please just stay. I don't have any customers and I'm lonely. Woohoo. Gonna give us $1,000? Well, sure, we'll stay then.
He gave us 1,000 G. Can I do that over and over again?
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day outside. Perfect day for some sightseeing. Feel bad for this guy. I don't care.
We actually... We're keeping it? We're keeping the money that we nigh on stole from him?
Yep, you got 1,000.
Oh, okay,
Lucky.
bye. We're the good guys. I mean, in fairness, he did try to charge us more money than has ever existed in the world at first, so...
We're gonna go find that stone pillar, yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited. Rocks. I forgot to go coward mode.
Whoopsie doodle. You need to use some magic there,
yeah. Rather than random effect, what do you think I should use?
The bottom two should be all enemies.
Well, problem solved.
There you go.
I see a stone
So they
pillar
said
on an
north,
island.
but you need a ship to get there.
I need a shisp to get there. We'll be fine. Everything will be great. We'll be dead.
Oh yeah. No
We'll all
problem.
die, but other than that, everything will be great.
Of course, it's Claire.
They're quite good at concentrating their attack.
Indeed.
I forget. I think Claire is the only one who has a revive spell, right?
Very likely, and it's the one that doesn't work every single time. You could check
that's
Buzen.
right. I totally forgot that it also, like, usually failed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's him. That's those bottom two. The second one apparently is a bit higher. Nope. 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 Nope.
Fun.
Hold on. Let me make.
It,
okay.
no, it worked. It worked.
I was starting to think that maybe I was wrong.
So, I think I need to get the shisp and mumble.
You forgot to cast a spell.
Coward mode activate!
Ooh.
I'm bravely just skipping that town because coward mode will run out.
The only thing with the ship, though, I think there's like two types of water. Oh no, maybe we can go around now.
Yeah, I thought
probably.
we had gotten the
Okay,
better
okay.
shisp.
Stronger.
now.
Yeah, whatever it is. No.
Yeah, I went to the wrong menu.
No.
What?
Wrong one. Sonata, all the way to the bottom.
No.
Yes.
I was looking for healing
Oh, okay.
because we were in rough shape from the poison. Then I was gonna do that.
Whoopsie doodle.
Oops. Didn't even actually want to go into the town, but I guess it's at worst harmless.
Cover your magic.
Gee, the last place
You're so broke right now that paying 600 to stay in the inn is.
I mean, the last place we stayed
actually
gave
quite-
us 1,000, so.
I know.
Of course, that's all after they wanted to charge trillions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my concern is I think you need, like, a beach or a dock or something to actually land.
Yep, that's true, but there probably was one.
I'm going to make the guess that north around the island is going to be faster than south around the island.
Yeah.
All this work we're doing to see a stone pillar that I can't fit under a bridge, that we don't know why we would want to see it. Have I been here?
Nope.
Yeah, these enemies are much lower level.
Paris. The town of Harris.
The town of Paris. Wait. 750? God. You know what?
You don't
I
need to stay. Right
genuinely
now.
don't need it.
You haven't lost hardly any.
Y'all seem to have some ship problems here. Oh no, is it another town without a save place? Ooh. But they have a ghost. That's cool.
A ghost.
I seem to... Well, but no, it looks
Well,
right...
basically, we're unfortunately at the point where we're not going to be able to figure out what to do without talking to everybody.
Oh, no, it's, so I was thinking, I vaguely remember seeing Graveyard with a ghost here, but I think that I'm thinking of a different thing, and this is not somewhere we've been.
I won't leave my treasure that I left on my ship. I think you can basically just kind of like go and search around the ships and you'll find some stuff. I don't know if it was really important or not. Might have been.
It's just a ghost. Who cares?
Yeah. So yeah, this is the town cemetery. But there's a lot of people here who died in shipwrecks. According to the rumors, there's been ghosts appearing recently, but I've never seen one.
And it's one right behind you. You just had to,
Yeah.
look behind you.
So we always have a bonfire going, so everyone calls us the trio of bonfire.
Great.
What do you think about that? Yeah, due to the currents, a lot of shipwrecks wash up in this town. I wonder just where these ships would come from and where they were going. Oh, hey, you've got the drop of the Heavens River. Where did you find that? Yeah, that's no problem. Would you like me to turn your ship into an airship? There you go. You just found something extremely important.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Well, just hold on just a minute.
I'll just pour this magic drop you got from a cave on your ship, and it'll turn it into an airship. You could have done it yourself, but you needed to come here.
Yeah. Okay. This is my masterpiece. So now you can your travel is going to be a lot easier. So please let me make a name for your ship. I'll call it. Okay, how about this? Sero's Master Sero's incredibly beautiful, awesome ship.
What a name.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, your ability to make an airship is quite awesome, but you're lacking in your sense of naming. Oh well. Anyways, go ahead and take care of it.
I will call it.
Now, in
airship.
theory, somewhere out there, somewhere in some town, someone probably had a hint. Tells you, go to the town of Harris and find Old Man Sero. He knows how to make an airship.
Yeah.
We skipped all of that and just made it here.
Yeah, well, so the thing is, if I was only using live translation, then it would be only my time I'm wasting. But if it's also your time I'm wasting...
Well, anyways, we now we can do anything and everything.
Can we leave Europe?
Good question.
I go into Canada.
You can go back to England, but you can't leave Europe.
I'm going to Canada, so I can't go over these mountains that are clearly
You cannot
way
go to
below
mountains
me.
yet. No.
Way below me. They are so far below me, but I can't go over them.
No. Naughty.
I'm going to Canada. You can't stop me. There's nothing between me and Canada but ocean. The game will have no excuse. It can't stop me.
Right back where you started.
Wow. So the map...
Yeah.
So
Oops.
the map is based on real, Britain and surrounding Europe, but it's presumably a torus that's tiny. So these people don't realize that their chunk of Europe has been torn from the earth and, tied in a knot around itself.
Yep, exactly. It's the new Pluto.
Now... I can go to many places, but I still don't know where I need to go.
Well, ultimately, we need to go to that castle, and there should be an opening in the mountains for you to get in.
That's right.
However, you're probably going to get your ass
I'm
thrashed if you try
absolutely
to go
get moidalized. This castle right
Do
here.
I
that looks
remember
like a
where it
castle.
is? No. Well, you know what? I have that scrappy little mini map, so
Here's this cave.
it should be to the south on that island. I thought. Hold on.
This
Yeah, it should be
feels
within there. Opposite side.
approximately
Oh, you go in through there. There you go. That's probably the way.
That's right. Yeah, and it's on this plateau.
Yes. Oh, another entrance.
You mean the only entrance? There's no entrance this way.
I wonder what that was, guys. There you go.
Anyway, although I am stupid enough to try that, I'm not stupid enough to try it without finding a save point first.
Yeah. Unlike Final Fantasy, you can land on forestry and shrubbery in this game. Yes.
Though I do now remember that there's something much more... God, that's so fast. There's something much more important to do. Oh, you can get
the stone pillar.
Yeah, the significance of we do not know. But you could have... Yeah, I must have already gone to this because you could get there that way. This is...
Right. There's nothing there.
There's a stone pillar north of here. It's nothing. It serves no purpose, but it is there. I mean, I'm not lying. It's just useless. It's just worthless knowledge. That's all.
Utterly pointless.
Oh, time to go die. Take your bets. How many battles am I going to survive?
Okay, so Prince Chirol is missing, and the king is quite angry. How did you guys get here?
Good job guarding. How did you just demand how did I get here? I really expected this to be like not this. I was not expecting this.
Dungeon, yeah.
Oh, she didn't give the same message. Because this place is evil. Evil, I say. Those numbers don't add up.
Cherub. Right, yeah, so like in the manual it's they just don't have anything that's like higher than mid-range. The deep forest past here is dangerous.
I'm hiding in the trees.
Have you seen Yan? He used to play a lot in the forest before he disappeared.
Well, he's dead. He is fucking deceased.
Gone. We're looking for Prince Chirol, but we don't have any clues.
We don't have any clues, except that there is an easily accessible, dark, deep forest that people like to wander into and get lost, but we're certainly not going to search there.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know what? I don't need to talk to anybody else. I'm just going to wander into the forest. Go get myself killed.
You might just want to talk to the king, at least.
I guess that makes sense.
His name's Pop. We're twin guards. The one on the left is the older brother, and the one on the right's the younger brother. So, which one do you think is the older brother? The right. Wrong. What?
I
don't know what the point of that was.
Yeah, it's like they were slightly acting like it was going to be one of us always lies, one of us tells the truth, except that it doesn't matter and they have no information that we care about.